Ladies and gentlemen, what follows is today's Farming Simulator 25 in 25 seconds. We didn't get a blog post on this today. It's just a 25-second clip, but this is important. This is something I've been talking about that different people have been alluding to leading up to FS 25 coming out. They've alluded to it in various different blog posts that have come out, referring to characters, different people within the map on Riverbend Springs. Especially, I'm assuming they're going to be elsewhere as well, and that is the interactive NPCs. They are definitely coming. There's going to be some interesting features that come with that, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But what I thought I would do, I'm assuming I'm going to get clobbered for copyright. There's no music per se on this, but I will play it through with its sound on, because without the sound on, you don't get any of the information, which doesn't help at all. What I love about this as well is what they've worked really hard on this. And they've done scripting and all sorts of things, and what's very cool is the actual the character movement, the mouth movement, the eye movement, the emotion that the characters convey as well, and each one's got a little bit of a story, which I think is very, very cool. So I'll let that play, and then we'll talk a little bit about it afterwards, what that entails and what that will actually mean for the game moving forward. Take a look with me, MrSealyp.
Here's a cool new feature for Farming Simulator 25.
Is fit for his age, kind-hearted, and full of stories. His son left for a city career. Good for you. The farm is your farm now. Ask him about the history of the family, like his foolish brother and his failed sugar beet stand. Or let Walter share some wholesome farming wisdom with you.
One bad harvest does not define you as a farmer, just as one twister does not define a season.
It does look pretty cool, I have to say. It was something that Kermit spoke about a little bit at FarmCon 24. We weren't allowed to say anything. It was kind of alluded to, and we didn't really get much information. I know DJ Goham had a little bit of a clip from one of the presentations at FarmCon, which they weren't supposed to include. It was supposed to be released sort of around about now. So, what does this entail? What is that going to do for the game? There's going to be a small ensemble of non-playable characters that you'll be able to approach in-game. I think the Lumberjack is definitely one of them. They did talk about in one of the animal blogs, there's going to be someone, I'm assuming down at the animal dealer, or possibly one of the farmers that is farming animals. There are going to be a few dotted around the map that you can approach. Now, what will that mean? What will you be able to do interacting with them? As far as I can tell, there is scripted. I don't know if it's going to come up with the options as they talk. You just press a button. If you go back again, it will give you different things. Whether it will repeat, I don't know. But they will provide small talk. This is an interesting one. Contract missions. I know the Lumberjack one, Florian Boost talked about this and said about the various different things that you can do at the Lumberjacks, because they were talking about building like an adventure playground type thing. So I'm assuming that each one may have one or maybe multiple contracts, so when you go and interact with them, you can choose to do one if they offer it to you. Again, how many that will include, I don't know yet. We will find out in further time. They will give tutorial help based upon their field of expertise, whatever it may well be. And it does say in the description that we were given for this, it's not a story mode. It does add a bit of a story. It adds immersion. It adds narrative to the map. But it's not a story mode you play through. It's just each one's got their own little bit. It adds a bit of liveliness to the towns. Anyway, it does say maybe add some silliness too. But Grandpa Walter is the first character, the first NPC. We are going to be seeing more as Giants release the videos and get them ready. Whether it will run through all of the different characters, I don't know. I know there's a second one coming, which I think will be tomorrow, I think. Anyway, but number one, Grandpa Walter. What's cool is in that video as well, it talks about the fact that his son left for a city job, which is good for you. You've inherited the farm. I think you've come in and you're taking on the farm, so you're going to him for advice. I get that's the kind of the premise behind it. And like I said, it just... the way the character was talking and the movement of the features and that kind of stuff, talking about his brother, and they've all got anecdotes, they've all got a little something to give, something to add into the game, which I think is going to be wonderful. I'm really, really looking forward to it. So there's not really much else to say until we get the next one come out. That's number one of our interactive NPCs, Grandpa Walter. Don't forget, you can still pre-order, of course you can, up till November the 12th. We are less than a month to go. it's all very exciting. Can't wait. And when you pre-order, if you pre-order, there's the pre-order bonuses of the MacDom pack. There's the collector's edition if you're interested in picking up the collector's edition. There's the year 1 season pass if you pick up the bundle and the pass. 3 DLCs and an additional expansion that will be coming out in a year's time, which is going to be a UK based map. If you use the partner code MrSealyp, all caps, that helps me out massively. If you're going for the PC digital download, at any point that it gives you the option to use it, it would be wonderful and it would help me out massively if you did. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.